All right, guys, so today I'm going to be walking you through a full live onboarding call that I did with someone who just joined up in my mastermind. His name was Brandon. He did about $300,000 last year with pretty much collectively instead of his agency, and he pretty much came to me, was like, look, Carson, I need to scale this way beyond what I'm currently doing now. I feel capped right around the $30,000 a month range, and if that number for you sounds crazy, it's all good. I think you're going to learn a lot from this call, whether you're $0 or you're already making 10, 20, 30, 50, $100,000 a month in your agency, because we covered pretty much everything from reframing his offer to really defining on the industry he should be targeting, and then how he's actually going to productize the service and just book consistent sales calls on his calendar every single day when he wakes up, so he has to stop cold calling, cold emailing, and doing all the inefficient ways he was currently doing to book calls. So inside this video, we're going to be covering that completely live, and I'll be showing you over this entire video how it is all done. So that being said, let's quickly jump into it, and I hope you guys enjoy. Let's see. Is that a business you run now, or what's the name?
It's LLC. I've been in marketing and web design for about 13 years on and off. So
Cool.
Usually I cold call, but I think the landscape for cold calling has changed dramatically post COVID. So basically, I kind of broker out all of the services, right? So freelancers, SEO experts. So I kind of built the company, did the research, figured out what's important for optimization and to help businesses and things like that. So I pretty much over the years tried every platform you can think of. And I pretty much got rid of the things that didn't work for clients, kept the things that did, and kept adding to it. In particular to last year, I think I spent over $10,000, not only on like AI softwares, but I mean even like $7,200 for something like this, similar to this. And they're like, yeah, we'll do it with you, da 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 da. And they had all these videos, and I spent about 8 months, pulling out my hair and signing up for GoHighLevel, getting rid of GoHighLevel, hiring a VA in the Philippines, to try to basically create those landing pages. He didn't really create landing pages that well, so there was just a bunch of stuff of me basically. I think you guys probably went through this too when you guys first started, hitting those brick walls, trying to get past those learning curves and try to find that success. I haven't found that success, and I realized the last couple of years, marketing companies started to get targeted like maybe real estate agents, or like we target real estate agents. So I got a lot of targeting, and through that targeting, I kind of dibble dabbled, kind of listen to certain things, and I mean, there's people that create great funnels and great landing pages and great content and great VSLs or whatever, and so that's just stuff that I've never done, or I've never implemented that in my business because I've never had a successful pathway to do so. And so like I said, last year spent $7,200 on a program. After about maybe a month of it, I was like, well, this is stupid. They're having me do DMs, but then that's not working for me. And then they have me warming up these emails, and then
You mind me asking, who is it? Do I know?
Pepper CRM. They walk alongside you. They have all these videos. They have you connect domains and warm up emails, and their proprietary software basically uses Facebook, and it'll run through all of Facebook if you're looking for realtors, and it'll generate a list, and then off that list you can download and then upload it in GHL, and then you can do have AI contact via SMS or this or that. So like I learned all those things, but I haven't had success in it, and the way that they were going about it just wasn't. It was like it just wasn't working. You know what I mean? So
We never pick up the phone. We never do a cold call. We don't do any of that. We book 10 to 15 calls a day, and we don't ever do that type of stuff. So there's different routes to go, but of course there's some risk involved when you want to go do paid ads. As you have to go spend money. But it's by far the most efficient way to do it. So okay, so for a little bit more context, maybe explain to me what your goals are, what you're struggling with, and then I can actually, just before you do that, I'll kind of just lay out this call real quick. Generally, these are kind of just super chill, laid back calls. I want to learn about you. I want this call to be treated as like, how can I help you right now? It seems like you're not coming into this, you've never ran a business before. You already seem like you know your stuff. You're just trying to scale it, or you're trying to find better ways to do what you're currently doing. So off the gate, that's a big plus, because I don't have to explain all the basic shit to you. I assume like you've been in high level, you've been in all this stuff, you understand it. Give me some more context as far as like what you feel like your biggest bottleneck is right now, and like how you think we can help you do that, because that's like the most important thing for me.
Yeah. So, um, my whole thing, I mean, just getting in marketing before, like I've always been really good at sales. So I've worked for, companies that are, making $40 million a year, Benchcraft, smaller companies. I got into marketing in 2012. Worked for another company. They said call real estate agents, and they were doing Google Ads or AdWords at the time. And
Mhm.
I had a high week in sales and decided I could do it myself. Went and opened up a business, and first year did 36,000. Second year did more, and then I started seeing success on that. So that's what got me into the marketing realm. It was just because I was really good at sales. I didn't know what I was doing in business. I learned over the years. Now I have like three different businesses. I have a vape shop, I have a landscaping company, and then I have the marketing company. The marketing company has shown more dividends than any other thing I've ever done. And so, like last year, I think I probably cleared almost 300K gross, because the reoccurring is just astronomical, right? So,
Yep.
um, SEO has paid dividends. I don't like to really build websites and all that. I know there's other stuff out there like Lovable or whatever. Websites can be built in seconds now. So the landscaping has really changed in marketing. And before my whole goal was to have a sales office or sales team and build it. Like last year, I tried to build it, but I didn't have money for payroll, so I had to do high commissions. And then the people in my demographic area just aren't. They're not hustlers. They're not. They don't know how to close. They don't know how to do sales. And I taught them everything I knew. And so I wasn't able to build that company structured that way. So
Mm.
so seeing online, seeing people claim success with getting all these leads coming in and all they got to do is close. I mean, that sounds great, but that's what I'm looking for is that scalability.
Run me through your product niche. You said it's landscaping.
So I have the marketing company. And I have about 13 different services that I offer there, and then I have a
Holy shit.
yeah, and then I have landscaping. It's a landscaping company, basic lawn care, but in our area, it's more what I've realized is I need to be versatile and provide all home services. So whether it's cleaning gutters to cleaning houses to lawn care, I just send independent contractors out there or general contractors that have experience, and then basically I'm making money off of that. And so I got that company, and then I just opened up a vape shop as well, and then I'm going to kind of turn into a hybrid convenience store. So I got all
You
those
said
things.
the home service one, is that a physical business or is that an online service
Physical.
business?
That's physical.
Okay. And the online business is the marketing.
Yeah,
Okay. And that's the focus we have here, correct?
correct.
Okay. So number one, 13. So can you give me like an example of like what three of
Yeah,
those services
yeah,
are?
yeah. I'll share my screen and show you the website. I'm still in the process of revamping the website. Let's see here.
Because what I'm hearing from you today, I want to just mentally prepare you. I might tell you to do some things that might be a little bit uncomfortable. I might tell you to make some drastic switches.
Yeah, sure.
Um, okay, cool. So
So
business listing.
I've made a lot of money off the business listings. So these are manual business listings. There's obviously companies out there, softwares out there that charge monthly or yearly, like Yext or Moz or even some other companies, Bird Eye, whatever. And they charge for listings. So I have a guy that just does it one time, and so like he'll do it for $30, but I sell this for 700. So that has been a huge moneymaker. Reputation management. That's another software that I've made a lot of money off of. Um, and so that just kind of helps individuals or typically I work with real estate agents because that's what I was taught. And it kind of makes sense. I like working with real estate agents because they're very professional and articulate, and they're hustlers. They get it. They're in the sales game, so they kind of have that respect when I call them with some talent, and I know what I'm talking about, and they sound like they can trust me, whatever, or that I'm like a pro in what I do or what I'm offering. A lot of times they're like, I don't know what you just said, but it just sounds amazing. So, anyways, real estate agents is usually who I work with, but I also have worked with other companies as well, construction companies, you name it. I'm open to either small to medium sized businesses or just agents. AI social media.
I can see the rest. So
Okay.
what's the pricing on average for these?
So this is 700 for the 350 business listings. Reputation management. Normally, I'll add that on as a freebie, so they get it free for 3 months, and then it's like $70 a month. AI social media manager, I have not implemented that yet. It's software that I bought last year. Voice search optimization, that's something I might charge $700 for. It's a one time deal, and it only cost me like 25 bucks. Web development, we've built a lot of websites. I have a guy that does websites, but he's in Pakistan, and so he there's a little it's hard working with him because I have to snapshot everything because he's not. There's a little bit of a barrier there, but he's really smart. Search engine optimization. I've made the most money off of SEO. I mean, I'll charge 3,500 up front, a couple $1,000 setup fees, 1,500 bucks a month, and
Really good.
I have clients that have paid me for almost 4 years now at 1,200 to $2,000 a month. So that's my biggest profit margin is SEO.
Yep.
AI search service, that's a newer thing. So I have a third party that I just came across that they basically index and they optimize whether it's monthly, weekly, or daily. There's 3 different packages. So this one right here, I anticipate I've already sold a couple times, but I anticipate for this to be another moneymaker, reoccurring wise. It's just set it and forget it. I don't ever have to do anything, so it's great. AI ads management, I have not implemented that software because I still have, there's a learning curve. I haven't spent the time to figure it out. AI smart assistant, that's something that I don't think businesses really realize how much money they can save by implementing that to their business. I haven't really been able to sell it, maybe because I'm not fully prepared to sell it. And I know that I still have to work on some things on my end as far as in the software and the knowledge base and training the AI and getting it set up, the phone numbers through Twilio, whatever. But that's something that I think, if I could present it the right way and I was equipped to offer it and get fulfillment and I was ready for fulfillment, I probably could sell it. But I haven't really mastered this one yet. There's other ones on here that I did have on here, like Google Local Services, Google Ads, social media. So there's certain things I had on here when I was at 13, but I've been kind of revamping this last 9 months or so. So.
All right, cool. So super, just to be very direct, you've made most of the money off SEO engine optimization, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. What percent of what you've made is from that?
What percent?
Yeah.
So the majority, I mean, I'd say 75, 80%.
Cool.
Of
Cool.
my clients.
That's all I needed to know. When you find the people who actually pay you more, maybe this for the SEO or whatever, they're actually sometimes way better clients, even though they've paid you more money. They're more chill. They can wait for the result sometimes a little bit longer. They're less of a headache in general, and they end up getting way better results. So a lot of your revenue is coming from probably the best type of clientele, and that's simply because of what you're charging. I know Alex Ramosi talks about this all the time, and I kind of adopted the same mindset. Charge more for your services and condense and like really simplify your product suite. Right now, you jumped on this call, you told me you have 13 products. I do not have 13 products. And we do hundreds of thousands a month. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't say that to try to brag. I'm just kind of in comparison, you understand. Like, less is more, okay? And especially when you're trying to charge these low amounts, when all your revenue is coming from that one thing that's made you, the majority of your money that's more expensive, you need to combine what we do, which is I'll tell you how this works and I'll tell you how you can do this for your process. Step one, I want you to start running ads. This is going to book out your calendar. So every single week inside of school, we have, which I'm going to show you towards the end of this call, we have 2 weekly calls with me, 2 weekly calls with Wyatt, and then 1 call every single week with our developer. But yeah, paid ads, simple offer on the front end, do marketing, lead generation, and then the AI caller, big key things. Define out one niche. So you said like where is your customer base? Like what's the niche specifically you would say you'd need to target?
Real estate agents nationwide.
Cool. I was in that niche for 2.5 years. That's how I was. That's actually the niche I started with. I don't know how far you went back on my channel, but when I was 16 years old, that's what got me from like 0 to 25K a month-ish. So kind of actually right as where you were. And yeah, I think it's a great niche. I think you need to properly position yourself when you want to scale though, because I already know, as well as a lot of real estate agents can be kind of like they're glorified business owners. I can only tell you what's worked for us and what's working for everyone else inside. But if you think that's going to work well and that's going to bring people in, do it. But I also just want you to stay clear away from the whole like just remember you're spending money on ads. So this isn't like you go spend $1,000, you close one client that pays you $600. Like that's not recouping your money because there's no guarantee that they upsell. Like when you sell a product up front that's 5K, for example, let's say it's ads in the AI caller for $5,000 for 90 days, you instantly recoup the whatever $1,000 you spent on ads on the front end that then now you can go reinvest to close the next 4 clients, for example. Yeah, I mean you're playing the what's the right way to do it? You're playing is it like the push, it's like the push method. Like you're having to really push and like find these people rather than just pulling them in. Um like there's push and pull marketing and you right now are 1000% doing um push marketing. You're having to push up this huge boulder essentially up this hill to just get these appointments rather than just pulling them in, you know. As long as you're good, dude, you already have the experience, you've got sales, you know how to run a business, like it's really just down to you just positioning yourself in the right boat, you know? Like
Yeah. And that's, that's something I realized last year. I was like, man, we got AI and you got all these, you guys are utilizing stuff that wasn't around, 15
I
years
mean,
ago.
I've got an AI, I don't know, have you heard of the whole claw bot, open claw trend?
Uh-uh.
Okay, anyways, all these people bought Mac minis because this new thing came out. It was called like OpenClaw. And essentially you could run like essentially a personal assistant pretty much on like a separate computer. I have it over there, right there, collecting data as we speak for all of our client accounts and making reports. Like at a certain point, this AI stuff is like, I mean, it already is taking over. It's crazy.
Yeah,
And yeah, we actually did a master class on that last week. So we're constantly just trying to relay information of what we're learning to the mastermind guys inside. So
for sure. Appreciate it, man.
easy. It was good to meet you, and we'll keep in touch.
You too. Thank you.
Cool. All right, guys, so that's pretty much the video. I hope you guys enjoyed and got some value out of it. Pretty much just wrapped it up there. And of course, if you guys want access to my mastermind and access to calls directly like you saw here with Brandon, I'll have a top link in the description below where you can directly join my mastermind group where essentially you get my phone number, you get access to all the resources, the templates, even my own team inside of my own agency, you get access to use and white label for your own agency, for your own fulfillment, for your own help, AI caller build out, whatever it is, you can leverage my own team that's been doing this for a long time and pretty much implement it directly into your process for your agency yourself. And of course, all the help when it comes to scaling and all that is in there as well. So I'll have that in the top link in the description below. And other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys inside the next video. Peace.